Today I am working on this pig. It's a 2000 Chevy Silverado 2500. Today I need to install the fuel pressure regulator and install a new to me secondhand used transmission shifter cable. Here we go. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Sam's Wrecking Yard. The fuel pressure regulator is supposed to live right inside of there. Obviously mine's already been pilfered and missing. This was originally a parts truck before I got it. And this is what this looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do, now that I got my fuel pressure regulator out, is apply some oil along this here. I just pulled it from my dipstick over there, just to help it go in better. Alright, so that one's all done up. Now, just take the little bit there that's left on my finger, spin it around. Jesus. Now I'll get this in. Next, you want to get your clip on. You'll notice how it has those indents. So those indents come to the front of this face here. So let me fight to get that on. It's brand new. So, alright, so I got it on. Hopefully yours isn't as big of a pain in the butt as mine is. Up here is my vacuum line. This goes up there. Alright, so to remove it, you take a flathead screwdriver, pop that out, and then you can get your clip off. But first you got to remove your vacuum line, and I watched a video that said if your vacuum line has gas in it, that's a surefire way to tell, I guess, apparently, I don't know, but to tell that the fuel pressure regulator is bad, because I guess there's not supposed to be any fuel in this vacuum line, which makes sense, being air only. All right, she seems to be in there. Now let's go ahead and tackle the shifter cable. So normally there'd be a panel down here, and you'd have to remove the bolts that hold it on. And then in here, here's your shifter cable linkage. That's where the end of mine's gonna go. This here is a clip that holds it to secure it. So it runs through there, runs in the back, way back up underneath in here, up this way. There's this piece. I believe that helps hold it back there. And then the cable routes through here, all the way down to under there. Alright, so I'm going to get that run first. What are you? Oh no. So here's my new to me one. Sucker's got to be 10 feet long, 12 feet long. So this is the end that feeds up through the floor, and that's all underneath. So I'll get this run and then I'll be right back. There we are. I was able to just push the grommet up through, and it's got a dual piece here, so I was able to pop in. Now I can get this run up properly into the dash and up to there, and then I'll crawl into the truck and we'll get it installed somewhere down there. That's how it's supposed to attach, just like that. And then there's that back piece. So it only goes in one way, well, two ways technically, I guess, but really just one way. All right. And it runs down behind the the steering box. And then I've got this run like this. Just take up a little more slack here. Sorry for the shakiness, I lost my tripod. And then there's that. Now I can reinstall my sill. And the upper piece is done. All right, I'm all set up. Here we go. And there is where I need to go. And there she is. So this is a bit of a pain to get on. And then this one here is a real pain to get on too. But I got her. So I have it routed up and over, and I'm still in the driver's side of the truck. Up and over here, and I found a natural pass-through between the frame and the cab of the truck. I'll show you that. There. So natural pass-through, by that I mean there's other things that pass through up there. Right here. These ones. Got no power, but should be able to hear it click through. Alright, I'm gonna go put you guys underneath and you tell me what you see. Alright, let me know if it shifts. Just give a holler or something. You didn't holler, so did it shift? All right, I feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna go find a battery and let's see if she'll go cranks, and if she does, we'll put another tire on and see if I have gears, and hopefully I do, because I'd really like to go hunting with this truck, you know, fall, whatever. Okay, here we go. We got power. Got a battery jimmy rigged up front. Well, she cranks over, that's great news. Although, I may be out of fuel. Oh, there it is. Almost couldn't get my key back. All right, I got a security code flashing up there and I'm out of fuel, so I need a moment. All right, here we go. And I believe that's where we're gonna end it, because it's getting late and I'm getting tired. Good news is, episode 1 of this old pig, 2000 Chevy Silverado. That's from a GMC Sierra. The fenders are from a GMC Sierra. To be honest, everything else might be from a GMC Sierra too. The cab, the doors, the windows, those were all from this truck. Owned it for 2 years. Finally got some life out of it. Finally actually doing something with it. I think it was last summer I finally put the box on. But yeah, so next I'll get the rear wheel put back on tomorrow, and then I'm gonna see if it's got transmission fluid, probably right after this video. And if it does, cross our fingers, hopefully we got a good transmission. As you can hear, I need to put my exhaust back on. I need to bolt down the box. I need to rebolt the fenders, the hood, the grill, the bumpers, all that. Peace.